Guys, how you doing? Carlos here from YuGiOh. Just wanted to give you a deck profile of Flamvells. Strictly just straight Flamvells, not like the other one that I had given you that was Flamvell Monarchs. Flamvells have been doing pretty good in the past couple of YCSs. They've been getting up there little by little, and I feel that it is could be a really good contender. It's been working well for me at my locals. I'll give you the deck list here so you can see the cards, and then I'll explain to you why I selected some of the cards there. So what we have here are 3 Flamvell Fire Dogs, got 3 Flamvell Magicians, 2 Flamvell Archers, 3 YuGiOh Light Sworn Hunter, 2 Super Nimble Mega Hamsters, 2 Cyber Dragons, 1 Gores, 1 Plague Spreader Zombie, and 1 Spirit Reaper. For the spell cards, got 3 Book of Moons, 3 Rekindling, 1 Giant Trinade, 1 Cold Wave, 1 Monsters Reborn, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Mind Control, 1 Pot of Duality, and 1 Scapegoat. Now for the traps, got 2 Bottomless Trap holes, got 2 Solemn Warnings, got 1 Solemn Judgment, got a Torrential Tribute, got 1 Trap Stun, 1 7 Tools of the Bandit, and 1 Threatening Roar. Now to go talk about the creatures here, I feel that you always need 3 of these, which are the boss monsters here, and you need him because you're going to be getting either one of these cards here, which are the Flamvell Magicians, which gets you your level 8, or Flamvell Archer, which can get you your level 7 right away, which now is pretty good because now you can get Black Rose Dragon. That's what I'm trying to think of. Now, I've seen some builds that don't have 3 of these. I feel that you need to have 3 of these, even if the card is inside your hand. I mean, I know the reasoning why they say you only run like 2, because if you do get them inside your hand, it's kind of dead, because you want to technically use them to be brought out from your deck after this guy attacks. But for this type of build, I like having him in my hand too because of the other creatures that I have within the deck, such as the Super Nimble Mega Hamster. He does 2 things for me here. One, he's going to go get the YuGiOh, of course, one of the 3 YuGiOhs. But what he also does is if he's on the field and I have a Flamvell Magician in my hand, guess what? I can synchro for 8, not even needing Flamvell Fire Dog, so I can go get my my Stardust Dragon, or my Scrap Dragon, or my Colossal, or whatever level 8 monster synchro monster that I need. So that's the reason why I say I like to have 3 of them in there. Some people I see running 1 Flamvell Archer. I actually like running 2 just because of the ability of being able to bring him out for level 7s, but also after I rekindle and he comes out on the field, he actually has that ability that you contribute him, and all your other Flamvell monsters on the field get 800. So all of a sudden my Flamvell Fire Dog can get boosted up. My Flamvell Magician gets even boosted up too. So I like having 2 of them around. And then another reason why I like 2 is the same reason as the Magician. I like having them in my hand because guess what? If I have the hamster out and I need an archer, now I can go get a level 7. I can go get my my Black Rose Dragon or my Scrap Fiend, my Scrap Archfiend. You know, so I like having those options there with having them inside my hand. They're not a dead draw inside my hand either. Now the reason why I run 2 Super Nimble Mega Hamsters is for the same reason, is that 1, I want to make sure I get a YuGiOh out on the field, and 2, he works great with, like I said, with my other tuners that I have here. So he works great for that. Now the YuGiOhs, I think it's kind of a little self-explanatory. I actually use these more to kill off my opponent's back row. If you noticed, I don't run MST, Mystical Space Typhoon, so I rely heavily on this card to get rid of my opponent's back row. Also, he basically dumps the Flamvells into the graveyard, so I can use Rekindling. Plus, he also has a dual purpose, just like Super Nimble Mega Hamster. If I happen to flip him over by himself into attack position, I have level 5s here. You know, I got 3, and then a 2 is 5. Or I can use the Magician, and now I got level 6, which will get me YuGiOh. So level 5s actually can get me the Catastor or even the Bryonic there. Or even, I'll show you the synchros later and you'll see exactly which ones I'm talking about. So they do dual purpose here. Now Gores, you know why Gores is there. You know what he does. No need to actually really explain, but he makes sure that you have a creature when you need them, if there's nothing on the board. Oh, one more thing with this card, just in case you happen to play against a burn deck and you have nothing on the field, don't forget that if he's inside your hand, if you get effect damage, you can actually play this and then also inflict that same damage to your opponent that you just took. So don't think that against a burn deck that this is still even a bad card, because against a burn deck this can still work too. The 2 Cyber Dragons that I have in there, I like special summoning, and having these with level 3s gets me 8s again. So I have a lot of options of how to get level 8s there. Cyber Dragon's also really good against machinists that are out there. You know, you play this and then you go get their gadgets or whatever they're playing against, and you go get your Chimera Tech, which is I'm going to show you a little bit later on. Now these are my 2 tech choices inside the deck here. Plague Spreader Zombie, I think it is an amazing card. I know it's another tuner, but it's a level 2 tuner, and what that allows me to do now is with Cyber Dragon, I can get level 7s now. So this is another way that I can get my Black Rose Dragon with Hamster. This level 6 here, that's YuGiOh or Bryonic. And the other thing about this is that he works great with YuGiOh too, because if I happen to put him into the graveyard, remember his ability is that I can put a top card and bring him right into play. So I actually have other special summonings with this. The beauty of this is that if I normal summon him and I synchro, I can use his ability again. But he works great inside the deck. Amazing guy. Now the other secret tech that's been working for me is Spirit Reaper. I say he's my MVP because you place him face down, they attack, all of a sudden they can't attack you no more. They can, but nothing's going to happen. So he just stays there as a big wall, a big blocker. And guess what? What I can do with him too. If I keep on waiting and waiting and waiting, and they keep on putting out their resources, and the other reason why I like having the Magician, I summon this, guess what I got right there? That's a level 7 right there. Guess what I can do while he's been blocking off all their creatures? I do this, clear the field. Now to go to the traps, I play 1 Threatening Roar. I like this actually over Mirror Force right now just because it's chainable. So when they go into doing their cold waves and stuff, you can chain this. You can say, okay, I'll let you cold wave me, but before you do that, I'm going to Threatening Roar. So now they have to get whatever they do, they're not going to be able to attack that turn. 7/2 is the Bandit. Great card because it's speed level 3. It actually stops those solemn warnings, the solemn judgments. It stops basically anything for 1,000 points. Trap Stun, I use this because I want to make sure that I get my creatures out or able to do my synchros. So I usually do flip this over before I do anything, Now I know that, well, if they have bottomless or whatever, their solemn warnings, no good anymore. Torrential, I think you basically know the reason. Don't need to tell you about solemn judgment. Solemn warning, great card. I know it's 2,000 points, but I could tell you, your life is part of your resources. So just remember that. As long as you don't go to 0, you can still win the game. Bottomless, you know why? I play 3 Book of Moons, and I think every deck should be playing 3 Book of Moons now, especially inside this deck. It works great with the Fire Dog. You basically Book of Moon their creature, attack with the Fire Dog, and you're gonna go find your creatures. But also this helps against stopping your opponent from synchroing. You basically Book of Moon whatever creature came into play that turn so that they can't synchro. Great card. 3 Rekindlings. Heart of the deck here too, because you know this is how I get my special summonings. Getting 2 or 3 synchros at one time sometimes. Great card. You need to run 3. You need to. Giant Trinade, make sure I get my stuff in. Cold Wave, make sure I get my stuff in. Monsters Reborn, you should know. Dark Hole, get rid of everything. Mind Control, since I'm using a lot of tuners, let me take your monster and I'll tune with them. Pot of Duality, you might be asking why is it that I'm playing with this. I like it because it helps me find my cards. I know you're probably saying, but you can't special summon that turn. More than likely, I wasn't planning to special summon that turn either. So if I use this, it's because I need a piece. And that's when I get the piece, I'm setting up for next turn. Now, there's another card that I say it's a secret tech for me. The Scapegoat. It's chainable. So just like I said, when they do Cold Wave on me, I can Scapegoat, get my 4 tokens out there. And whatever attacks they do to me, more than likely, they're not going to be going through. Scapegoat also works, being that I use a lot of tuners. So the Scapegoat works with the tuners, and guess what? I can synchro even more. So I really like Scapegoat. I think is a key card. Great card. Secret. People don't expect to see this either. Show you my synchros really quickly. I have 1 Colossal Fighter. I actually have 2 Scrap Dragons. I just don't have them both showing here. Red Dragon Archfiend. Thought Ruler Archfiend. I have 2 Stardust Dragons. 1 Scrap Archfiend for my 7. I have 2 Black Rose Dragons. 1 YuGiOh. 1 Bryonic. 1 Contaster, 1 Magical Android, and the Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon with the Cyber Dragon there. So those are my synchros there, and this is what I usually tend to go get with my 8s, or either that, or Scrap Dragon, or depending on what it is, Colossal Fighter. Remember, with Colossal Fighter, if he gets destroyed by battle, he actually goes to the graveyard and you can bring him right back. So when you bring him back, you don't need to always have him in attack position. So he dies, you bring him in, put him in defense, goes back, comes back, defense, goes in, comes back, defense. So you can use him as a really good blocker, always having something to come back with. All right? So hope you enjoyed the deck. Subscribe. You know, if you like this, hopefully you did. You'll subscribe, rate it, you know, thumbs up, thumbs down. You let me know whichever way. And put some comments there, you know, see what we could do to make this deck even better. All right? Thanks a lot. Oh, don't forget to go to YuGiDojo.com and go get your free your wallpapers there and everything like that. We've been putting up some articles over there too, so go check that out. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Bye.